Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Vandanatyasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidanandatanum Gurum. So, we were seeing that the disciple was given blessings by the Guru saying Brahma Bhavitum Arhasi. You are eligible, you are capable of becoming that absolute. So, from here, the next sloka will be a very interesting sloka. But before that, we have to understand. We were given the teaching of Savikalpa Samadhi, internal, external, as well as Drishyanuvidya, Shabdanuvidya. Then Nirvikalpa Samadhi, internal, external. So we were given the teaching of 6 types of Samadhi. And it is like having a sweet in front of you, but you are not allowed to eat yet. That is cheating. So, what kind of Samadhi should I practice? That is the first question. What kind of Samadhi should I practice? Should I practice this or that or that or that or that? Because we have choice. We don't have choice. We told you very clearly. So, what kind of Samadhi should one practice now? The answer is we should have to first do our japa properly, and it should be very strong. We need to gain viveka and vairagya to the hilt. Only then we are really eligible and capable of performing any of these samadhis. Doing japa means what? Till when? Okay. Till the state where the japa becomes natural like your breathing. It's called as ajapa japa. You are not even doing japa, it is natural. It's happening. That is the state. 1. 2. You have the vision of that Ishvara, that God, whatever that mantra is. Shiva for Namashivaya, Rama for Rama, Krishna for Krishna, whichever is the deity. You have to have the vision of that deity. Or you have to have this mantra coming up immediately when you dream. Not in the dream. I'm using the word in the, not in the dream. When you dream, remember that there is a difference. See, it is good that you are in the right path if you are going to see a dream, bad dream, and suddenly you are afraid and suddenly you wake up and then this mantra comes. You don't wake up. The mantra comes immediately as an aid. Then you are doing the japa properly. That is the thing. But when you dream, if the mantra comes, then that is, you have accomplished the mantra siddhi. You have gained control over the mantra. What is that? What does that mean really? When you are doing the japa is so frequent and so strong. Whenever there is another thought, you immediately beat it with japa. That has become a practice for your mind. Whenever something happens, you immediately beat it with the japa. So you don't let any thought to arise. So when you are lying down and when you dream, immediately what happens is the habit of beating the thought with another mantra, the mantra, which is our habit. It comes and immediately strikes hard. You won't dream. Your dreams stop. There will be absolutely no dream actually. Because whenever you dream, there is another thought, which is mantra, stops it. So that is the time you can understand you are really arhasi. Like what the Guru said, then I will also say you are eligible. What is that? But Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. There is no other path to the truth except this. Yes. Then why not straightly practice this? as I told you, we don't have the desired, needed viveka and vairagya, discrimination and dispassion. The dispassion should be so strong that we need to kick this world. We need to have the strength to kick this world like we kick out the dream. We don't give any importance to dream. That is the strength we need to have to kick this world. There should be no attraction towards this world or things in the world. That is the way vairagya we are talking about. When that kind of vairagya arises, then naturally you are qualified to do this savikalpa samadhi. Then again, there is sweet and you are not letting us to eat it. I will not be that cruel. I am going to give you a choice. See. You can practice the samadhi. What? Yes, you can practice samadhi, not nirvikalpa, because nirvikalpa is practiced only through the strength of savikalpa. We already saw that. And even there in the savikalpa, you cannot practice the herd, because herd means from the words of the Shruti. That is, we don't need to get into it, because we need to have a bunch of Shruti statement or the words and ideas from the Shruti, so we can forget about that. But the practical applicability in the world is for the drishya, for the objects we see, we perceive. So there you can apply this savikalpa samadhi, drishyānuviddha, internal or external, does not really matter. How? When you see the objects of the world not being attached to it, you have to see yourself as the witness, as the sakshi for those things. Especially when there is a kama or when there is a krodha, when there is some desire, lust, when there is anger, hatred, then at that point of time, you have to see yourself as a witness and not those thoughts, and destroy those thoughts. For that, you need to practice savikalpa samadhi. You can practice savikalpa samadhi. There is no problem with that. But our focus should be more on the japa side. So, whenever we are attracted towards things, immediately savikalpa samadhi. Attack it with a savikalpa samadhi. I am a witness. I have nothing to do with it. So, you will neither have hatred or desire towards things and thoughts. So, now, after the Guru teaches, and every time he taught about the samadhis, not just about the samadhi, also the obstacles, how to escape those obstacles. Everything is said, and he didn't teach him simply. He attracted his attention again and again. Listen, 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 and he taught him properly. Now, after hearing all that, what is the state of the disciple? You are eligible to be the self. When the Guru said that, then what is the disciple doing? Okay, thank you, sir. I'll go and have a coffee. No. What is the disciple doing? Iti guruvacanācchrutipramāṇā paramavagamya satattvamātmayuktyā praśamitakaraṇaḥ samāhitātmā kvacidacalākṛtirātmaniṣṭhito'bhūt iti guruvacanāt śrutipramāṇāt paramavagamya satattvamātmayuktyā praśamitakaraṇaḥ samāhitātmā kvacidacalākṛtirātmaniṣṭhito'bhūt iti guruvacanāt śrutipramāṇāt ātmayuktyā param satatvam avagamya. Simple. Iti param satatvam avagamya. Avagamya, understanding, knowing. Knowing what? The param, supreme, satatvam, reality, the truth. Knowing the truth. Thus, knowing the truth. How did he understand the truth so fast? 3 reasons. For understanding the truth, we gave 3 reasons. One is you have to have the strength of Shruti, then you have to have the strength of Yukti, logic, then you have to have the strength of Anubhava, experience. We said this, right? We showed you in different places what are the Shruti, Yukti and Anubhava for each one of them, right? For Shamadama, etc. Everywhere we saw that. Now, he uses 3 words. Guruvacanāt śrutipramāṇāt ātmayuktyā Atmayuktyā, one's logic. That is logic. Shruti pramāṇāt, Shruti. Shruti yukti is over. Anubhava is not given. Atmayukti, param satattvamāvagamya. He understood the truth. But what is the anubhava? That is the anubhava, of course, true. But guruvacanāt. Guruvacana is not just mere words of Guru. He is not talking from some text. He is talking from his experience, his truth. If he is not talking from his experience, then his words don't have the strength, don't have the power to convey the meaning. We call it Shaktipata, etc. That's a different topic. The strength to give the knowledge to the disciple, to impart the knowledge to the disciple will not be there. Because he is not standing behind his words. So here, Guru Vachana means experience, his experience. So his experience has now become disciple's own experience. That is why we say he is like a lamp. Guru is like a lamp who converts the other lamp to illuminate. Or Guru is like that stone which does not make gold out of this iron or anything. It makes another stone replica of itself. Okay, so he says, param satattvamāvagamya. After understanding the absolute truth, praśamitakaraṇaḥ. Praśamita, prakrishtena śāmitakaraṇaḥ. His karana, his sense organs are completely under control. Not antakarana, sense organs. Why not antakarana? Because samāhitātmā. Atma here is mind. Samāhitātmā, his mind in samadhi. His mind established in samadhi, his sense organs under control, having experienced the self. kvacidacalākṛtirātmaniṣṭhito'bhūt. What did he do? He didn't go blessing people. What did he do? What he did is kvachit, somewhere. Achala akritihi. Akriti means form. Achala means transformationless, changeless, momentless. He stayed somewhere without any movement of time, space, etc. under atmanisṭhito'bhūt, established in the self. He became established in the self. He stayed put in the self. There's nothing other than the self, right? Yes, that is what he is going to say now. Bahukālaṃ samādhāya svasvarūpe tu mānasam utthāya paramānandādgurumetya punarmudā praṇāmapūrvakaṃ dhīmānsagadgadamuvāca. Bahukālaṃ samādhāya svasvarūpe tu mānasam utthāya paramānandādgurumetya punarmudā praṇāmapūrvakaṃ dhīmānsagadgadamuvāca. Now, when when there is a problem or some fight with the teacher in some schools, the students, if they are little rowdy kind of, you are going to come outside, right? I'll see you out. I'll see you out there. I did it when I was in class 1 or something. And when my mother came to receive me, I was sitting on top of I was put on the top of a bureau. Because I challenged the teacher, come out, I will. So now this fellow has to come out. He cannot stay put in the self always, right? He has to come out. Well, he does not have to come out. Either his prarabdha will bring him out if you accept prarabdha, or there is no going and coming. Exactly. Okay. Now, accepting those things, bahukālaṃ dhīmān, this intelligent fellow, this smart fellow, this knowledgeable fellow, bahukālaṃ svasvarūpe mānasam samādhāya. After having established the mind for a long period, bahukālaṃ means for a long period. That is also a word which is to help the transaction, to give you an idea that he stayed for a long time. But in reality, Kvachit, bahukālaṃ, they are all useless words, because what is time and space? He himself will explain that. Okay, so he stayed for a longer time. Okay, now utthāya, he woke up from that. He came to the waking state. Utthāya, anuttāya we saw earlier. Whether he is in the waking state or in the samadhi state does not really matter. So here also utthāya, he came out of the samadhi to the waking state. And punaha, again, paramānandādgurumetya, with great bliss, happiness. Gurumetya, inagato, root word. Inagato dhatu, root word. Ina, to go. So ina, from ina root word, etya comes. Okay. So gurumetya, he approached the guru with great bliss. And mudā, happiness, in happiness, praṇāmapūrvakaṃ, with prostrations, sagatgadamuvāca, with a trembling voice, a voice which is a trembling, and he is not able to pronounce the words properly. That's the kind of situation he is in. Okay, so when we choked voice, we say, right? So choked voice, those kind of gadgada is choke or trembling, and that kind of idea. Okay, so there are two words here. Paramanandad, in great happiness. Muda, great happiness. Muda harsha is the root word. Again, happiness. Why happiness? Happiness. There is one is happiness. Other muda harsha, smiling, happiness. He is laughing. He cannot control his happiness. The happiness comes out like you cannot see, if the honeycomb is full of honey, it should have to drop honey. There is no choice. Or if you have a jackfruit, the insects will fly towards it. If the flower has honey, the insects will fly towards it. There is no stopping there. It's natural for the flower to spread its fragrance, right? So here also, he could not control his happiness. He is showing his happiness. That is one way to understand muda. Okay, because two happiness words. Or beautiful another interpretation is Paramananda, he is absolutely happy. But he is also laughing. Why? Not because of the happiness. He is laughing at himself. What a joke this is. I was never bound. I thought I was bound. And I cried in pain and got relief from that imaginary bondage. You should have to understand. You are afraid of a snake. There is a movement and all that, and you are afraid, and you are terrible trembling. Now someone comes from that side and says, what? Why are you shivering? Snake. Torchlight and or light, he throws some light on it and says, hey, this is just a rope. What kind of idiot you are? He goes away. Now we'll be laughing. You didn't move. You didn't move from that place thinking that it is something else. I had an experience. We stayed here in front of the gate for almost half an hour thinking that there is a deer out there. It is just a small plant moving here and there. We thought it's a deer in darkness. Anyway, so when you come out of that ignorance, you will be like laughing at yourself. What kind of idiot I am? That is the surprise. He is now in muda. The second muda is not happiness. He is surprised. He is in awe. What an idiot I was. I was thinking this is real and I was blinded by this ignorance. Oh, crazy. So that, with that, because of that, his emotions are very strong. Sagadgadam. His voice is trembling and choking. He is speaking those words. What is that he says? First word he says is namo namaste gurave nityānandasvarūpiṇe muktasaṅgāya śāntāya tyaktāhantāya te namaḥ. Namo namahate gurave nityānandasvarūpiṇe muktasaṅgāya śāntāya tyaktāhantāya te namaḥ. Nityānandasvarūpiṇe. Guru is a Nityānandasvarūpa. Swarupa, nature, form. What kind of form? Nityānanda, ever blissful. Why? Because he is not Ishvara. Guru is Ishvara in Vedanta. So he is absolute bliss. Ishvara is absolute bliss. There is no doubt about it. So to gurave te, to that guru you, namo namaha, namaha namaha, salutations and salutations. It is not salutation. My crores of salutations. You cannot weigh the salutations here. That is why namo namaha he says. There is no end to salutations here. You cannot stop yourself from saluting, because you understand what kind of an idiot you were and how you understood the truth now. What is the difference between that and this? You cannot stop yourself from saluting. But wait, what? The guru is, this disciple is realized. Yes, he is realized. You can understand it in two ways, I said. Either he is realized savikalpa samadhi, he has not attained the nirvikalpa samadhi, because he is going to ask stories of jivan mukti and all that. Okay. Or he has attained the nirvikalpa samadhi, he is asking for some other disciples, not for himself. Because once you understand savikalpa samadhi, once you gain the nirvikalpa samadhi, there can be no doubts regarding anything else, leave alone the samadhi state, because which is already established. He cannot have any doubt. But he is asking doubt about samadhi. So we can understand he has attained the savikalpa samadhi, he is in the process of nirvikalpa samadhi. Or he has attained the nirvikalpa samadhi also, but he is asking the question for the sake of other disciples. He has understood the truth, but the other disciples have not understood the truth. For their sake, he is asking the question about the different kinds of samadhis and all that. That way also you can interpret. Okay. Now he is established in that samadhi. Let us take it like that. He says nityānandasvarūpiṇe to you. Now how can he salute Guru? Why? What is the problem? He has already attained the absolute bliss, one non-dual self. When he has attained the one non-dual self, there is nothing other than him. Then where is the Guru? To whom will he salute? This ego may not be there, should not be there, will not be there. Because in the first shloka itself, I have made it clear. There are two statements. Yavat ayu tribhirvandya. Till you have your life, this body, sense, organ complex, three people should be worshipped. Shastra, Acharya, Daivata. Shastra, the scriptures, the Guru, and the God. These three should be worshipped. That is why Bhagavan Bhashikara himself shows us the way. Govindam tamaham vande. Govindam. His Guru is Govinda. Govinda Bhaktapada. He is saluting him in every place. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Bhūmne. So that is one important point. Another second point is Yavadayur Tribhirvandya is first point. Second point is Nadvaitam Guruna Saha. Don't use your non-duality idea with respect to Guru. Never apply that. There is a rule there. So, gurave te namo namaha. So, he is seeing all that, his different states. Now, he is laughing at himself and he is saluting this. I cannot comprehend, I cannot salute enough. Namo namaha. Thousands of salutations. Okay. Muktasaṅgāya. Why? Why should you salute? Namo namaha. Namaha is enough, right? No, namo namaha is needed. Why? Muktasaṅgāya. Mukta, liberated, saṅgāya, association. One who is liberated from all the association attachments. So, now there is no need for him to be attached to me, meaning to guide me. Association itself is not there. He is liberated from all the associations. But still, he brought in an association, imaginary association as it may be, and he gave me the teaching. Therefore, muktasaṅgāya. Muktasaṅgāya means, oh, then he should be, okay, let me give, come. There is no turbulence in his mind. His mind is in tranquil state. That is why he says, śāntāya, in a tranquil state. Without any turbulence, without any troubles. How do you know that? Tyaktāhantāya, because he does not have ego. He does not have the ego, oh, let me make you. No, there is no compulsion here. And there is no ego. There is nothing. So, te namaha, to you, my salutations. Okay, now, dayādhāmne namo bhūmne. mahimnaḥ pāramasyate naivāsti yatkaṭākṣeṇa brahmaivābhavamadvayam dayādhāmne namo bhūmne mahimnaḥ pāramasya naivāsti yatkaṭākṣeṇa brahmaivābhavamadvayam dayādhāmne. Daya means compassion. Dhāma, Nida, Ashrama, Bhavana, all these are synonyms. I told you already. Dhama means repository. Dayanidhi, we say that. We use that word. Karunandi, Karuna, Sindhu, etc. So, ocean. Sindhu is ocean. Here, dayādhāmne, place of compassion. Abode of compassion. Okay, abode of compassion. Bhūmne, bhūma, yo vai bhūma tadvisukam. Bhūma is absolute, the all-pervading absolute. So that which is absolute, that which is the all-pervading self, omnipresent self. Namaḥ, to you my salutations. Why now again? Yatkaṭākṣeṇa advayam brahmaivābhavamadvayam, because by whose sideway glance, aksha means eyes. He didn't even look me directly. Sideway glance. Through his sideway glance itself, if it is possible, what should we talk about when he sees, the Guru sees you eye to eye or you directly? So, I have become, through his sideway glance, I have become the absolute self. Brahma eva abhavam. I have become that. Asyate mahimnaḥ param naivāsti. Asyate mahimnaḥ, to your greatness. Param, limitations, end. Naivāsti, there is nothing. There is no limitation, there is no end to your greatness. In Shiva Mahimnaḥ Stotra, there is a stotra called Shiva Mahimnaḥ Stotra, which is recited in North India every evening. They sing this. It starts with this. Mahimnaḥ parante paramavidusho yadya sadrushi. Your greatness is such that no great rishis, they don't understand your greatness. They can't even. And at the end also, there is a shloka. Likatihi grihitva sharada sarvakalam tadapitava gunānāmīsha param nayati. Even if Sharada is going to write, Sharada, Saraswati, the knowledge God, even if she is going to write always using the clouds as the oil and the ink, the earth as the sheet, and the trees as the pen and all that, even if she is going to write continuously, she will not come to an end singing your praise. That is the greatness. So that is what he says. Naivāsti, there is no limit. Whatever I am saying, there is no limit. I can go on and on and on. But there is another problem. What is that? Kim karomi kva gacchāmi, kim grihāmi tyajāmi kim, yad maya puritam vishvam mahakalpambuna yatha. Why are you blabbering like this? So he says, Kim karomi kva gacchāmi, kim grihāmi tyajāmi kim, yad maya puritam vishvam mahakalpambuna yatha. Yatha, yad mahakalpambuna maya vishvam puritam. Like mahakalpa ambuna. Mahakalpa means when the kalpa, the creation cycle is coming to an end. That is mahakalpa. Sometimes the word maha, when you add as a prefix, it doesn't elongate the idea. It sometimes is to denounce it. When you say Mahabrahmana, it does not really mean he is a great Brahmin. Mahabrahmana is a word to condemn him. It's a cheap fellow. Kind of. Okay. So here Maha Kalpa means great Kalpa. No, it is not great Kalpa. At the end of Kalpa, when the cycle, creation cycle comes to an end, Ambuna, the water, Puritam, fills the earth. Everywhere there is only water. Yatha, like that. Maya Vishwam Puritam, by me the whole creation is filled. Therefore, Kim karomi, if there is something other than me, I can do something. There is nothing other than me. There is an instrument, there is no instrument other than me. If there is something to be achieved, I need to. There is nothing. So what will I do? What can I do? Kim karomi. Kva gacchāmi, where can I go? Because there is nothing going and coming, because everything is me. It's filled with me. So I cannot go and come anywhere. Kim kim tyajami. What will I receive or what will I give up? There is nothing to give up or receive. Take. So there is no activity actually possible. Mayi sukha bodha payodhau mahati brahmanda buddha sahasram maya mayena maruta bhūtva punah tirodhatte. Mayi sukha bodha payodhau mahati brahmanda buddha sahasram maya mayena maruta bhūtva punah tirodhatte. Mayi, in me. What kind of me? Mahati sukhabodha payodhau, water body. Payodhau, that which holds the water. Paya dharayati iti payodhau, that which holds water, ocean. What kind of ocean? Sukha bodha, sukha, bliss, bodha, knowledge. Mean me, mayi, in me. Who am I? The one who is greater. Mahati sukha bodha payodhau, the great ocean of knowledge and bliss in me. Maya mayena maruta, through the wind of Maya, the wind of the form of Maya, Brahmanda Buddha Sahasram. Brahmanda Buddha Sahasram. Sahasram, 1000, Buddha, bubbles. Brahmanda, of the creations. Thousands of creations like bubbles. Bhūtva punah tirodhatte. They come up again and again and disappear. In me, who is the absolute bliss and knowledge, through the wind of Maya, as though these creations come to existence and disappear like bubbles. No. Sahasra is not 1000 really. 1000 means Sahasra is a word used for innumerable. Innumerable creations comes and goes like a bubble. Now, in some Devi Purana, there is a story. This Brahmaji, he becomes egotistical. I am the creator. If I am not there, you too, Shiva and Vishnu, you people won't have any job. You are jobless. Because I create, you have job. Thank me. Shiva and Vishnu, they look at each other. They say, okay, this fellow has lost it. Okay, let us. They say, Brahmaji, we thank you. You understand what? We thank you. Thank you enough. Okay, thanks. Let's go for a round. Let's go around. Come, let's go for a drive. So they take him. On the way, they see an old man who has a body full of hairs. Body full of hair. His name is called as Roma Rishi. Rishi, hair Rishi. That's the name. Roma means hair. Hair Rishi. Haired Rishi. Like a bear, his body is full of hair. So they ask him, what is the reason you have so much of hair? So he says, reason is different. Forget about it. Whenever a hair drops off from my body, one creation cycle comes to an end. Brahmaji is like, what? One creation cycle comes to an end. If one hair falls, how many creators he should have seen? He is now zapped. Vishnu and Brahmaji say, okay. Vishnu and Shiva, they say, okay, let's go further. They come further a bit. They see another Rishi who is a twister. 8 twists in his body. His name is Ashtavakra. Vakra means twists. 8 twists. Ashta 8. So his body is twisted 8 times. They go and talk to him. Why is your body in such a way? He says, no, actually, you saw that fellow, right? That Rishi, Roma Rishi. We saw him, yes. Okay, now I can explain to you. Whenever one Roma Rishi like that pops off, my one twist gets straight. This crookedness, one crookedness becomes straight. Roma Rishi has body full of hairs. When one Roma Rishi dies, his one crookedness becomes straight. Brahmaji is now speechless. They bring to him to the feet of Devi, where they say every creation is like a dust, small dust speck in the feet. So that is the situation. He says, Brahmanda, the whole creation in me, they are specks. They come like a bubble and go. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādhāya Purnamevāvaṣiṣyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.